Shalom, y'all. Real quick, man. Let me explain to y'all why a man working with his hands today don't have nowhere near the worth that he had back in the day. Now, understand something real quick. We got something called Home Depot. Home Depot is undercutting a lot of people. A lot. Well, brothers that's skilled and able to actually make a certain amount of money, or they would be able to make a certain amount of money, are not able to because Home Depot and Lowe's have cornered the market. Let me explain. Say a carpenter. You got a carpenter. A carpenter could normally take some wood, make a table, and go sell that table for about $100. Say a picnic table, right? Or I say a picnic table. It's a little bit more work, a little bit more wood because you got the bench and all that attached to it. So a carpenter normally would make probably about a good $250 off of that table, but because they got them at Home Depot, where you can come pick them up for $100, and the wood, when you go in there to get all the wood and supplies to make the table, it's gonna cost you damn near $100. I say probably about $75 to $80 just for the wood to make the table. The wood, all the bolts, and everything that come with it. And now we in a time where they got these big giant corporations cornering the market, taking out the little guy, taking out brothers like me, taking out brothers that actually work with their hands. So then brothers end up on the bottom when it comes to what people call a high value man, because what's valued today is not valued anymore, or what was valued before is not valued today. This was a super value to have a man that could work with his hands, that could build, that could do things. But because you have these big corporations today, it's like literally you have to have a skill. You have to have a superb skill. You have to be able to do some type of carving, something where it will be all pure custom work in order to overjump a situation like Lowe's. And even in that situation, hell, they'll still be able to call Lowe's or call Home Depot, and they got a whole slew of mechanics. I mean, not mechanics, a whole slew of carpenters, plumbers that'll come through, roofers that'll come through, that's attached to them. And why they do this? Again, so they can corner the market, so they can cut off people like us, the little guy. And they want you to think that people that don't have money and don't have this or that is of lesser value. Well, if the market is cornered off, how is it possible for a carpenter to make the money that he's supposed to make? It's impossible. If I can go to Home Depot, and right now you can go to Home, you'll see what I'm talking about. Go to Home Depot and look at the wood to get a cabinet, and then go and look at, you of course you got to get the hinges, everything. Mind you got to have a table saw. You got to have all of the joints that come with it to make the whole damn cabinet, the glue, everything. And you go in Home Depot and you see how much these cabinets is costing, these little countertops, all these little sink tops, all of that. It's extra cheap, next to nothing to get them. So how are they why would they pay a carpenter to come in there and build it fresh when they can run up there and grab it for themselves for a lower price? Because if I go in there and build some damn cabinets, I'm gonna have to charge you. I'm gonna have to charge you for the wood, and I'm gonna have to charge you for the labor. They taking the little guy out, man. This is not a coincidence. So it burned me up, burned me to the core when brothers speak down on brothers because of their income. We got to get out of that, man. We got to stop speaking down on brothers, period. But damn sure not because of their income. Especially knowing the situation that we in, knowing how hard it is out here. We should be trying to do everything we can to lift up and build brothers, not tear brothers down because of the situation they in, man. So I just want to touch on that because That video I just dropped on Kevin, that Negro was 100% out of line. And we got to bring the Bible in play in order to make it the right way, man. We got to have the Bible so brotherly love can be enough. There's no brotherly love the way this man was dealing with this man woman. That's why you're not supposed to have that counsel. But understand, this man that he's speaking of with this low decree that actually work with his hands, he'll wring your damn neck, man. You talking like that about this man. Y'all understand, man. Don't ever look down on a man that's a plumber or somebody that's working, cutting yards or whatever they're doing. These brothers is doing everything they can to make what they can to feed their families. They doing everything they can. Trust me, nobody, me or anybody, do not want to do no hard, laborious work every single day, all the time. I love doing carpentry. I love building, all that. But damn, I don't want to do it every single day. I want some rest. You know what I'm saying? But this is the life that we in right now. To where a lot of brothers have to do this every single day, and that's to barely even feed their family at the end of the day. And then you got brothers that got a blessing and was able to get out of it, got the audacity to speak down on a brother that ain't got the blessing yet, that ain't got to the point where you at. Script say you're supposed to strengthen your brother when you convert it. And we got to get back on that, brothers. We got to get back on that. And we got to understand when we dealing with brothers like this, we got to either bring them the script or don't deal with them at all. Because this is toxic for our community. This is toxic. Brothers speaking down on brothers because of how much they make. So just wanted to touch on that just to make sure y'all was clear on why this shit irritated the hell out of me. Shalom.